Welcome to On the Beat. Today we are joined by doctors from Gastroenterology Associates of Columbus and Starkville. And sitting with me today, Dr. Ricky Johnston and William Gillespie. And we have been talking about colon cancer awareness, and we want to touch today on screening. So, big question, how do I know when I should get a screening?
Well, everybody should have one by age 45.
Okay.
It used to be 50 for a long period of time, but now if you're 45 and older, even if you're not having any problems, it's time to have a colonoscopy.
Okay, and then to get that started, how often should I get one then if that age is 45?
It kind of depends. One is if you have a family history of like a first degree relative, mom, dad, brother, sister, you have about a double risk of getting colon cancer, so we do it every 5 years. If you don't have a family history, you don't have any polyps or anything, then we do it every 10 years. And then if you do have polyps, it could be, some other intervals based on how many polyps and what kind of polyps and things like that.
So it just depends on your individual case and
Yes.
what's found during your colonoscopy.
Right.
And you probably get asked this all the time in your office, I don't have any symptoms, do I still need to get one?
Absolutely. And,
Okay.
we touched on it in the last episode, but when people ask me about the symptoms of colon cancer, my favorite thing to tell them is it may not cause any symptoms at all. And so
That's what's scary.
we have found a lot of colon cancer in people who are referred to us for a completely different reason. For instance, they came in because their liver tests were abnormal. Well, hey, you're 45, it's time to do a colonoscopy. And I had this happen on somebody sent for abnormal liver tests, and we did a colonoscopy, and they had colon cancer. And we caught it early, she was treated and cured, and she's great now. But absolutely have it even if you're not having any problems.
And that's the message about getting the screening, to catch it early.
Yeah.
Then it can be treated.
And also, the colonoscopy is a preventative exam. So
Right.
if you do have polyps, maybe not quite cancer, doing a colonoscopy, removing those polyps will prevent you from ever getting cancer. So it's something that's totally preventable as long as we look for it.
Now, Dr. Gillespie, you mentioned something about if somebody in your family has had colon cancer and degree of immediate family member, does it matter if they got it at a certain age?
Typically, it's a little bit higher risk for you if the family member was 65 or younger.
Okay.
If somebody has colon cancer in their 80s or 90s, that may not be quite as much of a genetic risk. But certainly the younger the relative, the sooner we need to start looking.
Yeah, to his point, you're trying to figure out who is genetically higher risk.
Right.
The older you are, that's more of an age-related cancer, more likely, so it doesn't have as much impact.
So important for those families to know that.
Yeah.
And in the time that we've got, options for colon cancer screening.
Well, we're gastroenterologists, so we think colonoscopy is the best,
best.
because of your ability to his point, prevent colon cancer. So we think that's the best. There are some other non-invasive options that we could talk about in another episode.
Okay, yes, absolutely. But the key is the screening is available, and I've been through it, and it is quick, it's painless, just a little discomfort to get there, right?
One day of inconvenience to potentially save your life.
Absolutely. Thank you both very much. And that's today's On the Beat segment. If you would like to reach the doctors, the contact information for them is at the bottom of your screen.